Sometimes with videos, I hit record and I don't have a plan. Today is one such day, but one thing I do know is we're doing an away day because I want to go to Karabakh in Azerbaijan. I just feel like it will be fun. I am not going to try and say the stadium's name, but it's in Baku, and only good things have happened in Baku in my life. Like when Logan Sargent crashed in F1 Manager. Don't know why I've brought that up. Yes, today we are back for episode number 84 of Park to Prem. It's only been 2 games since the end of last episode, but I wanted to come back for this game. Of course, last episode was equally as unpredictable. I think the plan of attack for me is I'm going to record and play this game, and then I'm probably going to play through to around January. I'm looking at the Liverpool game that I wanted to do last episode, and I'm thinking that could be quite tasty. Now, since you were last here, 2 games played in the league, 2 wins. The first of those against Brentford. Good result in this one. Sanfé with a brace. Ospina with a goal as well. Sanfé carrying the captain's armband, and Goma, of course, away on international duty. You can see here, training well. We'll give him some praise whilst we're here. Sanfé, what a player. I'm trying to teach him to forget to pass rather than scoring. He needs to do a lot more scoring because that's what he's good at. 8 goals in 10 games. Imagine if he wasn't passing when he has a chance to score. Imagine how many more he'd have. I don't know how many more he'd have. You guys can let me know. The other game we played since last episode is this one here. 4-2 win against Wolves. I feel like Ospina really trying to prove a point. Of course, I was talking about dropping Ospina at the start of the year, wasn't I? Saying he wasn't up to scratch, he wasn't going to be the first choice striker. Yeah, he's putting Roger Rojas to shame. Also, you might have noticed that when I go on player profiles at the moment, it keeps just defaulting to the training tab. I don't know why. I was messing around with some skinning stuff and now my Football Manager's broken. Look, doesn't matter what I do, it just goes to the training tab. I'm going to be battling that all of today's episode, I think. Anyway, the wins against Wolves and Brentford are nice results. They're certainly expected results. They do position us currently in 4th place with a game in hand, so we are in a really good spot. Only 5 points behind Arsenal, dare I say. Worth noting that Liverpool are the team we've got that game in hand against, so probably not the most winnable of games. Anyway, speaking of games where you really should be winning, this next one definitely one such game. I think this might be the final league stage game we come back for in the Europa League. We are top. Karabakh, they're at the bottom. Behind my face, if I just reverse things here, they've won 0, they've lost 5, minus 14 goal difference. They're the only team who don't have a point. Their key man here is Musa. He actually doesn't look that bad. I'm surprised he's not scored yet in continental competition in the league stage. I kind of feel bad for him. Anyway, with that quick recap underway, we're going to get into the away day at the Baku Olimpica Stadium. Wait, we're playing there. Well, we're not playing at their ground. Oh, their ground isn't big enough for the competition either. Oh my word, it's the battle of 2 teams who can't play in their own ground. But wait, which stadium do I go to? Do I go to the big stadium or the little? I kind of want to go to the little stadium. Is that okay, everyone? I'm not going to the right stadium today. I could go to this one. It looks a bit boring. The other stadium looks funner. Let's go there. Some days with away days, you've just got to go with the vibes, haven't you? We are leaving England. We are heading east, very far east, all the way to Azerbaijan and the capital of Baku. I am now just going to cheat by searching the stadium name, though, because I don't think we'd find this place otherwise. Not sure if it's painfully obvious or not, but I've never been to Baku. Here is the football stadium. Even this stadium has a running track, even though it's the smaller ground. I'm annoyed. There is a cinema with what might be solar panels on the roof. It might just be a glass roof. I think it's just glass. I'm just getting angry. I'm like a dog who barks at a mailman. If I see anything that resembles solar panels, I'm going to go ape. Editing Jack, if you could just edit out the swear so my mother doesn't hear me, that'd be great. Thank you, mate. Outside the ground, we've got another football stadium here. We've got another mini football stadium here, and then the Addons Sports Club. What's in the Addons Sports Club? Can I even take a look? Wait. Does Azerbaijan not have Street View? Okay. Moment of panic there, folks. Although we can go in the ground, we can't really go around it. I'm trying to get a view of the stadium from the road. I think this might be the best view we get of it. That is the stadium we're heading to today. Yeah, it's a bit pixelated. Maybe we'll get something even better. We're definitely here on a Europa League night or a European night of sorts because they've got the respect banners out. I'm wondering, though, this ground only holds 5,000 fans, apparently. I feel like it looks bigger than that. Well, I've just gone on Google. We're at the wrong ground. This is the Tofig Baramov Give me a moment. I literally copied the name and I think we're at the wrong... This doesn't look the same, does it? No, it doesn't look the same. I'm in the wrong place. Where's the stadium I'm meant to be at? I'm looking for another football stadium. There can't be that many stadiums here, although this is the Olympic Stadium. So maybe the other stadium is right and the pitch is just wrong, unless it's not this ground. I am so confused right now. This is definitely the stadium. This is definitely the right one. I think the stadium picture in our picture pack is wrong. But then it does have Karabag written on it. Maybe I should just search Karabag on Google. No, I've searched Karabag FC. It's saying that this is the place. I think the picture's just wrong. Maybe the picture's of their old ground? I don't understand. Someone help me. I guess we just proceed like this is the right place to be, even though I don't think it is. Here is everything. Baku 2017, the 4th Islamic Solidarity Games. And they were playing football here. I think. Is that the flag of Oman? I'm not an expert with flags. I think that's Oman's flag. Don't mind me flashbanging you guys with this big white screen. Yeah, I am in light mode playing this game at 11 PM. Don't question it. It is the flag of Oman. You could say it's an Oman. Okay, no. I'm not the prodigy. Let's move on. I mean, whatever ground this is that we're now viewing, it is very, very nice. I feel like I'm just confused. I'm just in a state of confusion. I'm sure we have at least one viewer from Azerbaijan who can clarify everything. I just don't have the means to do that research right now. This is a first for an away day. I've just zoomed in on the pitch. There is graffiti on the pitch. Ronaldo and Messi is the GOATs. Apparently Ronaldo and Messi is the GOATs. Graffitiing on an away day, it's shameful behaviour. I'm not seeing anything saying that Karabag FC play here. I don't know if that should concern me or not, although it does say here, doesn't it, Karabag FK. I mean, is that definitely the right... Is that the team we're playing today? Yeah, it is definitely the team we're playing... I don't understand anything that's happening today. I feel like this stadium picture is just wrong and maybe out of date, but genuinely I have no idea. Because the stadium, it says here, only holds 5,800, which definitely isn't right. This is not the stadium we're at either, though. I'm dwelling on this too much. Let's play a game of Football Manager. I'm not even going to give it a score because I'm not sure I'm in the right place. Has also just dawned on me I didn't even actually get to the game. I had been umming and ahhing before this episode about signing Tim Ronning as a free transfer player from Rangers, but I was glad to make him the highest earner. And as much as I like him, I feel like we've got to show loyalty to Haddad here. Haddad's training well, he's playing well. Kind of. Ignore his rating in the Premier League. In the Europa League, he's doing fine. And well, we're going to hope he can do fine here. I am playing a very rotated team for this European game. Plenty of players that you'll recognise. Maybe some that you won't recognise. Orovec. Remember this guy? Yeah, young Czech player we picked up over the summer. He's playing well. He's training okay. He came on off the bench for a European game not too long ago. He's going to start this one today at defensive mid. All I'm really hoping at this point is we've actually turned up to the right stadium for the match. You know, we might be playing against the wrong Karabag team, for all I know in game. I think we're in the right place. They had a Europa League banner, which probably implies this is the right club. We're taking them on here. Like I already mentioned, they are rock bottom of this 36-team group stage. They're really quite bad. I feel like they've got a little bit of talent, but defensively, they've just been shambolic. So I'm hoping even with our rotated team, which we have used frequently in this competition, we're going to find ourselves in a good little spot in this game. This should be a bit of a formality. Ironically, I did this game for the away day. And it's one of the more chaotic away days. Maybe that's a good thing. You know, maybe there's a good reason to come here. I feel like we've done a away day. I'm not sure if it was the away day. What I know is we are doing the football right there. That was beautiful. Although I think, has Pietro got injured scoring there? I think Pietro might have injured himself scoring. I'm there celebrating. The game just stopped with the camera on him. Everyone else was celebrating off and he was just hurt. I think he's got injured as he scored this, which is really annoying because it's a great little finish. Yeah, you can see it. Like, he stood on the spot. Everyone else runs away and celebrates. That's really sad. No one checked to see if he was okay. Okay, halfway through this first half, could we find goal number 2? Curlin back post, twos. Actually, it wasn't. It was Phillips who headed it over. I just want to blame twos. This bloke's always complaining about a lack of first-team football. When I give it to him, which I have been in the Europa League, I just want to find a reason not to play him more. Mohamed Khan with the ball for them. He's going to launch it forward. That said, twos, I mean, he's won a header there. Don't acknowledge it. Don't give him credit. Pelagata wins a header. Everyone can win headers. It's nothing to write home about. Raman for them is bringing it down this far side. The left back on the overlap lays inside. Wesley Gomez reads it well now. And now Pietro. He got a goal. He got injured. Now he's laying the ball to Kurland. Orovec, the youngster, has an option to his left. Should go there. It's Iwanemi. Can he get another goal in the Europa League? Or can he just maybe get an assist? He's put it on Sebastian Areco's chest. And I think he's chested that in. He's gone to celebrate in front of the Just Eat sign there. He's a man of the people. I think actually he's gone to run and celebrate with our fans, but none of our fans have come to this game. To be fair, it doesn't look like any of their fans have turned up either. The ball was whipped in and, okay, Areco did head it. I'm giving him too much credit saying he chested it in there. It was a quite straightforward header in the end. I mean, it looks like the B team are going to do it again in European football. We've used this lineup semi-often, different variations of it, of course, and it has looked beyond competent. Could we look even more competent here? Iwanemi, he's got an assist. Areco goes down in a heap. I was waiting for the penalty to be given, and I was going to put Iwanemi on it because I'm a biased person. I want to get him top goal scorer in the competition. I think he already has 4 in the Europa League from left-back, which is pretty blooming impressive. Could we find a third goal here? Pietro. Ambitious, probably a bit too ambitious. 2 minutes of added time at the end of this half. The highlight starts with the keeper with the ball in his hands. I assume a free kick was taken recently. The spray paint is on the pitch, which usually gives things away. That said, I mean, there's still going to be more happen here. There's a minute left of the half. We have been on the attack a lot in this game. You wouldn't bet against us getting another. If they were to score here, safe to say it would come somewhat against the run of play. Iwanemi, though, wins the initial header, but now they're finding their way through and... well, maybe that's why they're bottom. Maybe that's a highlight. I feel like that was a charitable highlight by Football Manager to make Qarabag fans feel better. We're 2-0 up at the break. I'm going to praise the players. You're doing brilliantly. Don't get complacent though, please. Ordinarily, in a European match like this one, I might look to rotate the team at this point in the game, but because we've got a rotated team on the pitch, I don't really want to sub any of them on or off. You know, I might do a bit of a Pep Guardiola, where he refuses to make subs in certain games. I feel like with the upcoming matches we've got in the league, I want to have the main 11 fully rested, so why not just run the B team into the ground? We got the 2 goals fairly early on in this game. We've meadowed out a little bit already, 20 minutes into this second half. On this occasion, we can't get the ball forward, but there might be another chance here. 2's giving it to Phillips. Can the 2 English centre-backs make something happen from deep? Mosquera, been a bit absent this year, the right-back, puts it in nicely, puts it on Curlin's right foot, and he's going to tuck it away to make it 3. I don't know if you guys have noticed, Mosquera, I feel like he lives in Bolton's shadow a little bit at right back, but he always seems to have a really, really high star rating. I don't feel like he's had any kind of outstanding performances to justify the hype, but well, maybe I should get a little bit hyped. That was a good pass there. I'm now just looking at the bench thinking, is there anyone I'd like to bring on in this game? Anyone that I would like to give some minutes to? Misiak, you know what? He's coming back from injury. Could give him a bit of time. Pietro, you can have a rest. The rest of the team's playing really, really well here, but David Sinkula, you know what? I know both strikers have scored. Areco, you can have a break. Sinkula's going to come on and stretch his legs. Okay, we're 3-0 up. I feel like we're in the hunt for goal number 4 here. Mosquera, 1 assist to his name already. On this occasion, near post cross is cleared away, but we do still have them penned back. Gomez, back to Mosquera. Gomez could shoot, does shoot. Oh my word, Wesley. What a way to get his first goal. Just to be clear, not his first goal ever. He scored a few for us. His first goal of the season, though. The defensive midfielder, the deep line playmaker, stepping up, wrapping his wand of a left foot around it and finding the bottom corner. At what point does this become cyberbullying? We're 4-0 up. They already have the worst goal difference and worst record in the competition, and we are not showing any, well, signs of letting up. Oravec, edge of the box, steps up. He's scored as well. It's 5. But I'm going to stop showing the replays because I feel mean. Okay, 2 minutes left of this game. We've been nicer to Qarabag to see things out. The officials have shown some mercy as well. Only 2 minutes of added time given, and we have played through those rather rapidly. Truth be told, their goalkeeper was absolutely awful in this game. I don't want to blame any one individual. This guy here, not good. Basically, that was the issue today. As for ourselves, though, with 6 games played, we now find ourselves up in first place. We are actually 7 points in the top 8, so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, alongside Celta Vigo, with that result there, we have just booked ourselves a spot in the latter knockout round, the second knockout round. Yeah, you can see here, the round of 16 we've qualified for. That feels quite good. We do also get £500,000 for winning all these Europa League games. It feels somewhat meaningless, but we've made £3 million just off winning games, like the one you've seen today, which when you look at our overall balance, could potentially be quite a good thing. Anyway, between the away day and the fact that whenever I click on players, it just goes to the training tab, and it's really annoying me. I'm going to go away and fix all that stuff. I'm going to go and play a load of Football Manager. I'm going to come back ready, refreshed, hopefully with the game fixed. I think Liverpool's the game we're going to do. Okay, well, I thought we were going to do the game against against Liverpool. I'm beginning to think we'll just never play them. The game's been moved back again, and with that in mind, when I look at the immediate results, there is one game that really stands out, and it's this one against Arsenal. Now, admittedly, we're only 2 weeks after the last game. I thought I was going to play a little bit more. I am conscious of the fact that I want to keep the series progressing. Ideally, I want to limit things to about 8 episodes a season, and we've already done a lot to start the year. Of course, we're also going to have the European knockout rounds later, but just for how the cookies crumbling today, Arsenal. I mean, have we even beaten Arsenal yet? The answer to that is a resounding no. We've played them 3 times in the league, twice in cup competitions. We've lost to them every single time. Worth noting that in the EFL Cup quarter-final, or rather semi-final, even more important, we are also playing Arsenal. Now, given the fact the Carabao Cup isn't the be-all or end-all, I'm not going to do the semi-final in a live commentary. That said, if we could beat Arsenal right here and now, that would bode quite well, wouldn't it, for the Carabao Cup? So I have played 2 games since the Carabao game. The first of those was in the Carabao Cup. Spoilers, we won it. I mean, I've just told you about how we're in the semi-final. We beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. And the other result that we got, which was a really good one, away from home against Crystal Palace, clean sheet for the 3rd game in a row, and a nice, I want to say convincing win. The scoreline and the lateness of the goals maybe doesn't make it look that convincing, but we were in complete control. Anyway, when it comes to team news for this Arsenal game, we are pretty much at full strength. I was able to rest up some players midweek. Sadly, NDIA and Ngoma still on international duty, otherwise NDIA would probably be on the bench. But with the exception of that, we're in a really, really good spot here. I'm pretty happy with how things are going. If there's one player I'm unhappy with, truthfully, it's Misiak. I've not been loving what I've been seeing from Misiak so far this year. We've been playing him at advanced playmaker. Faye out on the kind of side next to him has been playing really, really well. I'm going to try something in this game that I might live to regret. I'm actually going to try just mirroring the attacking midfielder behind the advanced forward on the left. I feel like we try Misiak again and again and again as an advanced playmaker, and whilst I have got him set, you can see here to cut in from both wings, which does contradict his whole thing of run wide with the ball, which I think is needed with these attacking mids. I'm just going to take a gamble on it. I feel like I've got to do something different against Arsenal. Misiak's not been playing well. He looks like he should have some real quality, and it's just not come together. Elsewhere in the team, by the way, if you look at the ratings, at least for the last 5 games, by and large, very, very positive. Lehman maybe been a little bit hit and miss, but in terms of defensively, we've been very good. Haddad finally stepping up. The midfields look very good as well. Sam Fay, 8.56 rating in the last 5 games. He has been absolutely sensational. Hoping he can turn up big in this one. I will say now, if you are sick of me playing Arsenal, I completely understand. I'm sick of playing Arsenal. I've still got to play them in the Carabao Cup semi-final, as we've already discussed. Apologies for the fact that we're not doing the Liverpool game. I'd begin to think we'll just never play Liverpool this year. Okay, 5 games without a win against Arsenal. Could today be the day that we turn around the corner? What I will say is they're playing a very defensive system. I don't know if you saw their formation there. They are showing us some respect, and we've got to try and leverage that against them. They're playing with 3 centre-backs, 2 defensive mids, and now they've got a set piece. Saka on his left foot hits it. I think Haddad had it covered. There's been some early action to start the game, but neither chance shown a significant highlight, I don't think. That said, it could change very, very quickly because the ball is back in play. The replays are continuing to roll, and Misiak, I've changed his role here just to try and get something out of him. You know, we know that the attacking midfielder works quite well within the context of our system. Not used, I don't think, too advanced forwards with the attacking midfielders directly behind them when experimenting with this shape. But we need to do something a little bit different. Defensively, I'm hoping it's not going to leave us too exposed. I don't know. Did that get deflected off someone? I thought it hit the post. It's gone out front of a corner. We've got to deal with it here. Ortiz for Arsenal. It was a shot from range. We dealt with the initial effort. That said, Saka's got the ball at the edge of the box. He has scored against us a fair amount over the years. Misiak on this occasion does break down the play. It's been a bit of an action-packed first 10, 15 minutes here, but we're weathering the storm. That could, of course, change rather quickly. Rojas winning the ball back in the midfield. Fawns battling away. Faye, Ospina, it falls to Misiak. This is your moment. This is your time. I can't believe it. His shot, I think, did deflect in there. Doesn't matter. Ball's in the back of the net. If I'm not mistaken, going into this game, 1 goal all season. Maybe just this change in player role. Maybe this is the thing that is needed. He shoots it. It deflects off the shins of the defender. and it nestles in the back of the net. Okay, well, we have our noses ahead. I feel like we have been leading against Arsenal before. I'm trying to remember, were we winning in the FA Cup semi-final? Oh, no, it was the final, wasn't it, that we bottled against them last year? I think we were winning that game 1-0 and we ended up losing 2-1. Let's not get carried away yet, but we do look okay in this game. As the home side, in front of the home crowd faithful, I'm hoping we can continue to string together a good performance here. Gonna need to do some defending though. Ball played inside to Illich. There are players in the box. One of them is Waneri. Fortunately for us, his shot's off target. Has been a very, very even game. Look at the stats for this. We've had the same number of shots, almost 50-50 possession. Yeah, it's been a ding-dong battle so far. Already half an hour into this game, and while the strikers haven't been good for us, the attacking midfielders, good ratings thus far for what it's worth, as... well, we have another half chance. We are having some set pieces where we win the headers, but we're not getting the headers on target. 5 minutes left of this half. I feel like Arsenal are just playing this really defensive shape. It makes it difficult for them to break us down, but equally, they're not exactly looking threatening going forward. You look at the XG story, we were even for a little bit, but as we created more and more as the first half went on, they really didn't create anything. And you know what? I'm not going to say it too loudly. I think we deserve to be ahead. I'm going to praise the players, even though some of them aren't playing well. I feel like, in past seasons I've criticised them in this situation and it's not worked against Arsenal. So today we'll just give them some praise. Of course, we've got plenty of subs we can make. I'm really happy to see Misiak playing so well, but I am going to pause things here as we approach the hour mark because I've seen Faye's picked up a knock, some tired legs as well. Sebastian Kurland has been playing surprisingly well so far this year. Development-wise, he's been kind of disappointing. Question marks over his potential. The kind of man kind of tempted to cash in on, but I think I'm going to bring him in to play over Sam Faye in the attacking mid area. Elsewhere, Ospina on a 6.4 is not ideal. Areco on you come. Rivier's not been great, but I don't know. I don't want to make changes for the sake of it. I think, get 2 sets of fresh legs in the final third. Kurland and Areco proving themselves to be little match winners and game changers for us. I feel like given how this game is poised, we don't need to change anything too drastically, at least just yet. And I wouldn't really put it past us if we could find another. Lee Min, loads of players inside. The left-back could go on his own, does go on his own, and the former Spurs man only denied by the keeper. I mean, it's 1-0. I should be nervous. I am nervous, just to be clear. Arsenal haven't had a shot in this half. Why did I start saying anything? They've got a corner. Haddad's held on to it. I'm not enjoying myself. Are you You might be enjoying my suffering. I was about to say, are you guys enjoying yourself? Some of you are just sadistically nodding right now. I know what you guys are like. I feel so stressed here. This would be a massive win in the context of kind of locking in Champions League football. Arsenal, a team right above us. We're breathing down their neck, applying some pressure. We do, I believe, have a game in hand over them as well. Can we make something happen here? Ball played to Rojas. Roger, he's donning the captain's armband and his cross, I think, just deflected against the post. It's gone out. It's dealt with. Okay, 15 minutes left. Rojas wants to stay on, but injuries affecting him. Oh, I really, really wish I had some better options here. Right, we'll do a shuffle. Gomez is going to go into the attacking midfield area. Kurland's going to play as an advance forward. Riviere struggling a little bit with fitness. I'm going to bring in João Victor and play him as a second defensive midfielder. Okay, I've brought on João Victor to try and firm things up. We've changed things in the final third to try and find a breakthrough. I think Misiak's just hit the post there again. We've left the woodwork shaking. We've not left the net rippling nearly enough. This has been an anxious performance so far. This is the kind of game that during this year we've thrown away. There's 6 minutes of added time to hold on for. Saka's going to whip it in. It's half-headed away. Ortiz, Sosa. I'm not enjoying this. I feel like I know what's going to happen. They've scored. They've scored. I've seen this script before. I think back to the Fulham game at the start of the year where we threw away a 1-goal lead. I think back to the Man City game where we were 1-0 up and we lost 2-1. There's games like this one, especially against the big dogs, especially from set pieces where we just kind of throw it away. I mean, don't get me wrong, a draw's a kind of good result, but given how that's just played out, I can't help but feel upset. Is it just naivety? Is it inexperience? I know it's one of those situations where some people will tell me, you should have gone defensive or you should have time wasted. I feel like when you do that, you just invite pressure onto yourself in Football Manager. That result there sees Arsenal go top of the table. We do have a game in hand on them and 2 games in hand on Man City. Looking back over our shoulder as well, Aston Villa 2 points behind us but have played a game more. We're still in a good position. We're in third. Let's not overreact. This scoreline bloody sucked, though. Rojas is out for 1 to 2 days, Faye out for 5 to 6 days. I suppose that's a relief in the grand scheme of things. We have got Newcastle in a few days' time, but, well, we're going to have to find a way to cope with the injuries. 5 unbeaten. Maybe that's the way I should look at things. 3 clean sheets in our last 5, unbeaten in them all. You know what? Let's not overreact. This year, the aim, I said, was European football again. We're very much on course to do that. In terms of when we're going to be back next time, I may well come back for the Man City away game in the Premier League, potentially as well the Arsenal second leg of the EFL Cup if I feel like it's a particularly spicy affair. Beyond that, though, Europa League games are going on through January. Once the knockout round for that starts to kick in, we're going to have that to deal with again as well. There's a lot of games to play this year. The January transfer window will be in full swing next episode. A little bit of money to make stuff happen as well if we want to. I'll catch you guys for that to kick off next week. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. I'm out.